Do you struggle with drawing faces? If so, this video might just be for you. I am going to teach you the secrets of the triangle method. A method that I've spent the last month or so trying to figure out myself. Now, you might ask yourself, what is the triangle method? A simple answer to that is when drawing, you use shapes and forms, and you use those forms to create figures. The triangle method is no different. Think of it as a guideline to keep the eyes and nose all together and even. I'll be showing some examples on the screen of drawings I've done the last month that have used the triangle method, and yeah, it'll be just going throughout the video and such. Now, let's actually move on to how to actually draw using the triangle method. So for starters, I'm going to just be drawing an example face with you guys. We're going to pull up a Pinterest reference image and you guys can follow along on a piece of paper or iPad. I'm going to be showing you guys just the basic idea of the triangle method and how to do it. So first things first, when looking at your reference for the first time, take notice of the angle of the face. You can always tell by looking at the eyebrows. So in our reference, you can tell that the face is slightly tilted to the right. And to do this, you can actually draw a line from the left eyebrow down to the right, and you will see just a slight curve down, which means his face is slightly tilted. So we're gonna actually draw that line on our piece of paper, and we're gonna draw just that slight curve. And then after this, you just wanna think about how far you wanna put the nose down. You know, many different styles, people have different styles. You can do the nose however you want. I'm just gonna put a dot to indicate mine for now. And finally, you just connect the dot to the ends of the curve that you did, and now you have a triangle. After this, I personally like to draw like big eye sockets inside the triangle. Now this is for usually how big I want the eyes. Now you don't have to perfectly follow the eye socket, you just use it as a guideline to make it where your eyes do not go outside of the guideline, so it keeps them even. Now let's just draw a quick sketch of the eyes. It doesn't have to be very detailed at this stage. We're just trying to get the very basic shape down. Just go for a very basic shape of the eyes. Then after that, we are going to use a diamond shape for the nose. Now, once again, try to keep it to follow the curve of the face. Don't just have it centered when the face is a little bit curved. Use the bottom of the triangle as the bottom of the nose. So that's where the diamond will meet, is the end of the triangle. Then at the bottom of the triangle where our nose is, where it connects, we're going to draw two lines that actually go outside of the triangle just a little bit in two different directions, one going left, one going right. And then you guys are going to actually connect those lines you make, and you don't want the lines to be very big, and you're going to connect them yet again with a curved line and make yet another triangle for the nose shape. Now that we have all the basic guidelines and shapes in place, we can actually fill in this sketch with details. And once again, once we have some basic details, let's erase most of it so you can't see it, or put the opacity low, whatever you guys are using. And then we're going to be drawing over it with some more prominent lines. And once you guys start drawing over your drawing, once you guys start going over it with some prominent lines, you're gonna see that the face really starts to take shape here. So the fun part about this method is that there's really no right way to do it. You can make it your own and you can extend it too. So let's say you wanna add the eyebrows in. So with a blue pen, I'm going to show you guys that you actually can just keep the shape of the triangle and keep extending it outwards, going up the face. And your new end will be the eyebrows, and that's gonna be the guidelines for the eyebrows. And then put the slight curve again to make the triangle, and you can't leave these guidelines, and those are where the eyebrows are going to go. And then you can go all the way down to the top of the mouth too if you really want. So we're going to grab a purple pen and we're going to go all the way down, following the guidelines, all the way down to the top of the mouth, and that's going to indicate where we're going to put the mouth and where the very top of it is. The cool part about this is there's really no right way to do this, and you could really start with the whole big sketch. You could start with the eyebrows and go all the way down to the top of the mouth. You could do it all at once. You could even add the mouth in by going even farther down. It's just however you want to do it, whatever makes sense to you. Now, for other angles of the face, it's slightly different, but the same concept. Now, for a side profile, it's pretty similar to what you guys are probably used to with drawing side faces. And you draw a long triangle extended from the forehead all the way down to the jaw, and then you connect them as a triangle. And then about halfway down that triangle you just made, you're going to add yet another triangle shape that extrudes out of the triangle you just made and goes down and connects to the jaw yet again. And then you could just add a big eye socket, just the one, because this is from the side profile. And you guys have the guideline for the nose, you guys have the guideline for the eyes, you have the face kind of laid out for you basically. That's the whole idea of this, is it's just a guideline for you guys to follow. And for any of the faces that are 3/4 views or just a little bit in a weird position, Basically what's going to happen to your triangle shape at the beginning is it's just going to, one side is going to be longer than the other, and that's going to make up for the 3/4 view that we're in. The final important step that I wanted to show you guys is you can actually use a circle and incorporate it into this triangle method as a head shape. So for all my sketches, I was kind of using the triangle method and like learning and trying to use it, and I ended up finding out that what helped me the best was I would grab Pinterest reference, I would draw a circle as a head first, and then I would decide what the curve is of the face and then put the triangle in the circle itself. Doing this really made it feel like an actual face, and then I could actually put the jawline, the cheeks, all of them, and then the neck all in, and it felt like it fit better once you did the circle along with doing the triangle in it and still following the guidelines. I'll show some of my sketches I was doing throughout the last month, and a lot of them, it'll have the finished sketch on the main page, and then in the bottom right corner or the bottom left, it will have like a circle with a triangle. That's just showing the like bare minimum of what I did. So that's what you can start with, the circle and then the triangle. I just did that to show you guys what I started with and then what I ended up with. But once again, guys, the fun part about this is you can really mess around with this method and make it your own. I did the circle, that seemed to work for me. Maybe I'll keep working on it and make it something new. Overall though, this last month, I feel like I've done some really cool sketches. I'll keep popping them up on the screen. I feel like I'm really proud of what I've done. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I haven't posted in about a month. I was working on this, and I feel like I could use the same approach to making bodies, and I hope that I'm able to do that. And yeah, if you guys liked it, if you guys have any tips for doing this method or tips maybe that would just help anyone else, leave them below in the comments, and if you guys got any fun video ideas, let me know. And like always, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe. Love you guys.